Section 12-2, Part 2. Using the Pythagorean theorem to solve real-world problems. A baseball diamond is a square with 90 feet side lengths. To the nearest 10th, what is the distance from home plate, right here, straight back to second base? What is this distance? Distance means length. So what is the length from home plate to second base? Now, I was told that the baseball diamond is a square. We know that a square has 4 right angles. Okay, 4 right angles. And we know that a square, all the sides have the same length. So they're all 90, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the fact that this segment split this square into 2 right triangles. So I have if I cover up the left side, I have a right triangle over here. This side's 90, this side's 90. That would be your A and your B. Here's your right angle. The side opposite the right angle is the length of the segment from home plate to second base, which we also know this is the side, the hypotenuse side, which is C, okay? So I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem to help me find the length of the hypotenuse, which is C, okay? So let's use Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. My A is 90 squared plus B is 90 squared equals to C squared. Okay? Continuing working. 90 squared is 8,100 plus 90 squared is 8,100 equals to C squared. Add these two together. Add them together, you get 16,200 equals to C squared. Okay? Now, what we'll want to do is go from C squared to C. So to do that, we will take the square root of both sides. So we have C is equal to, if you punch on your calculator, find your calculator, and punch in 16,200, when you take the square root of it, you get something like 127.2792 and so forth on. Now, we were told in the instructions to round to the nearest 10th. We are to round to the nearest 10th. Right now, the number in the tenths place is 2. Remember, the number to the right of the decimal, that's the tenth. The second number is the hundredths, the thousandths, the 10,000ths. The ones with the TH are to the right. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. So we've got to decide. We keep 127 point. Now, we've got to decide, does this 2 stay a 2 or does this become a 3? Look to your number to the right. If the number to the right is 5 or larger, the 2 becomes a 3. If the number is 4 or less, the 2 stays a 2. Well, my number is 7. That is 5 or larger, so therefore my 2 will become a 3. So my final answer, and I'm going to do little squiggly lines showing you that we've approximated C. So the approximate value of the distance from home plate to second base is 127.3. And that would be feet, because all of this was in feet. So 127.3 feet.